watch.
Yeah.
This is LA. There's helicopters up in the air all the time. Oh, yeah. This is set in LA, by the way.
Yeah.
And we get our first kind of freeway chase directly after Alex escapes from the trunk.
In the middle of night.
He hitchhikes with a 18-wheeler driver who's carrying a giant gas truck.
Yeah, and he's covered, Alex is covered in blood and sweat and bruises and stuff.
Yep.
And the guy goes, I don't usually pick up hitchhikers. Why did you choose to pick up this guy now?
Yeah, if you don't usually pick him up,
why do you pick up the guy who just looks like he got beat up? Like, this is not somebody who you want to be hanging out with.
And you know what? He should never pick up hitchhikers, and he was correct in not doing that because Alex kicks him out of the truck.
They're driving full freeway speeds.
Yes.
He realizes that Alex is kind of a danger.
Yep.
And he goes, get out of my truck. He doesn't pull over and say, get out of my truck.
No, he just says, I need you to get out of the truck.
And then Alex pulls out a gun and goes, I want you to pull out of the truck, to get out of the truck.
Yep.
And then the guy, he doesn't kick him out. The driver opens the door and just leaps full speed out. He's like 60, 80 miles an hour on the freeway.
Because he sees a police barricade up ahead. Because they're all of them are looking for Alex. There's a police barricade and there's police. And the truck driver's like, why are all these cops around?
Yeah.
And he kicks. He kicks
doesn't
the
kick him out.
No, I guess he doesn't.
The driver just jumps out full speed.
Yeah, and now Alex has control of this gas truck.
Yeah,
that he intends to evade the police with.
And so the cops are like, "I know what to do. I know how to stop him." And they start shooting at the gas truck.
Yep,
which. It's gonna explode!
They're unloading shotguns, pistols, everything. They're just unloading. They're not shooting at the windshield. They never hit the windshield to actually hit the driver. Yeah. They just shoot at the headlights. It's daytime. It doesn't matter. Well, they're shooting at the radiator.
There's civilians around and stuff, and they're just like opening gunfire. It's like...
That happens so much in this movie where I'm like, the collateral damage that you guys are causing to try to kill this one man. So they shoot it. Alex Gainer's unfazed. He kind of little ducks underneath the dashboard, drives his car through the police barricade, through a bunch of just regular civilians.
And then through a fruit truck.
And the fruit truck, I was like, that's the fruit truck from Devil Dog.
It's like almost identical to the one in Devil Dog. Fruit goes everywhere. Oh, yeah. Lucky parts are all over the place. There's little dog pieces.
And that's why we don't have to worry about all the other Devil Dogs, because they were all...
This is the sequel to Devil Dog.
Well, it's a shared universe.
Well, and also he gets superpowers.
Oh.
So maybe they're doing demon experiments. Maybe the cult did take over the government, just like we were talking about in the part 2 description of Devil Dog.
I like that.
And that this is actually the sequel to Devil Dog.
I like that. I like that. This is Devil Dog 2 Rage. So now at this point, I'm going to say conservatively 80 cops are following him.
Yeah,
there's so many cops.
The freeway is loaded with cops.
Just all trailing this guy. One of the cops radios to another trucker, and I don't know.
A
semi-truck. I don't know if that guy just happened to be on the police channel.
Well, maybe, I have no idea. Maybe the cops turned to the trucker channel and was like, hey, is there anybody up there?
Yeah.
And then the guy's like, yeah, like I'm here, but like, what do you want me to do? And they're like, stop him. And then he's like, well, if you pay for the damage to my truck, I'll do it.
He has this really crazy like southern accent, and he's in LA, so I guess he's driven like from the south. And he's like, you guys pay for the damages on my truck, I'll do whatever you want. And so they do. He tries to jackknife his truck into the gas truck that Alex is driving.
Which, like, I'm sorry, buddy. Those cops aren't going to be paying for your truck.
No, they're not going to.
Like, in what universe are those cops going to be paying for your truck?
He had a verbal agreement over CB radio with one cop, so he's like, I'm going to do it.
And it's like, doesn't he have, like, a boss and, like, a load full of, like, stuff that he has to get somewhere? Like, his whole purpose as a truck driver kind of just gets thrown out the window. He's like, well, if you're going to end, like, his life...
Oh, yeah.
You know,
I mean, most truck drivers own their truck and their livelihood. He's like, you pay for the damages, I'll do whatever you want.
He could die. He could fail to do his job. Yep. Like, there's so many factors that are going into it where I'm like, this would never happen. But
he's an upright, standing up citizen that's just going to be like, I'm going to protect my local... I don't know. He just decides he's going to take the law into his own hands.
It's a direct to VHS action movie.
Yes.
So shit is wild.
Alex Gaynor decides to basically pit maneuver the giant semi-truck that's trying to stop him, flips it over, and the entire truck explodes, and that man, I believe, is killed.
So, once again, this is Devil Dog Part 2, because if you remember, the Devil Dog did have spontaneous combustion powers.
That would explain why a lot of things explode in this movie when they shouldn't be exploding. The trailer of the truck explodes. There's nothing in a trailer that should be exploding, unless that man was carrying around volatile chemicals that are flammable, in which case, maybe don't offer your services to try to run a gas truck off the road.
Yeah, I have no idea.
But it happens.
Yeah.
It blows up. He's still going.
Mm-hmm.
And so the only option they have is for Blonde Goodman, aka Agent Kelly, to commandeer a school bus. It's so good.
It's his plan that he completely comes up with on his own.
Well, I mean, what other options do they have? They have to get a school bus, clearly.
He's like, I got this school bus. I'm on the way.
Yeah, they couldn't, I don't know, follow and just wait for him to run out of gas.
They have helicopters from 1995.
Yeah, he's not going that fast. He's in a giant gas truck. You could just wait him out. But no, they decide.
Well, he has unlimited gas, so
he just keeps going forever. He commandeers a school bus, starts heading directly at him, and I was at this point like, oh, what's going to happen? I assumed it was going to be a chicken situation where, Agent Kelly chickens out and drives off the road. That's not at all what happens. Can you describe what happens here?
Alex sticks a crowbar into the gas of his truck.
Yep.
He ties up the steering wheel so that it continues to go straight.
Yep.
Climbs out the window of his truck, jumps onto the top of the truck. Blonde Goodman goes, "What the hell are you doing?" And then he leaps.
He times it so that as the bus and the gas truck have a complete head-on collision, he launches Superman style through the air, probably, I'm going to say, 200 feet, and just rolls and he's totally fine.
Yeah, because that's the rage serum, baby.
It's really, the thing is, he doesn't know that he is somewhat immune to being injured with this serum. So I think he attempted to kill himself and it failed.
Well, it was the biggest explosion too.
But the gas truck doesn't explode.
That's such a Chekhov's gun that we don't ever see the gas truck.
The whole time, everything's exploding. That gas truck, that's going to be a big explosion. It doesn't explode. The school bus explodes.
School bus explodes. And I just had to wonder, because the last scene happened at night and this scene's happening during the day. So was that school bus going to pick up kids? Are those kids ever going to make it to school?
Were there kids in the bus?
There wasn't. There wasn't. I saw the movie. There wasn't no kids in that bus. Okay, I double checked. Otherwise, I wouldn't be talking to you right now. Okay.
No, yeah, that school bus. As long
as you pay for the damages, I'll blow up these kids.
Yeah, I'll put my school bus in front of that gas truck.
I'll put 15 school children in front of that gas truck as long as you pay for the damages.
I love that character. R.I.P. He's dead now. Many people died.
He's not dead. Well, Blonde Goodman's dead.
Blonde Goodman's dead. Clearly, other people died. They only reference that a Border Patrol agent was killed. But, I mean, dozens of people would have been killed. He was blowing cars up the whole time.
And it cuts to this newsroom.
I fucking hate this guy.